What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like the Chicago Sky is turning heads with having another Barbie night when Caitlin's coming to town. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Chicago. Let's get it. Let's go. Now, I'm here to tell you guys the Chicago Skies made it their business to give Angel Reese another Barbie night. Now, we remember last year they gave her a Barbie night. The Indiana Fever came to town and put the beats of a lifetime on them, bro. Well, hopefully that can happen again, but as of right now, we just don't know. But I do want to let you guys know that news did break yesterday about this Barbie night that is scheduled to take place on July the 27th in Chicago, Illinois. And we all know what that day is. That is the day the Indiana Fever is scheduled to come to town, and they got a big-time performance from Lady London. She will be performing at halftime. So, for whatever reason, fans is definitely pointing this out that this is another consecutive year that the Chicago Sky is taking advantage of the Caitlin Clark effect and having this Barbie Day. Now, last year they did a thing. They gave out T-shirts and stuff for Angel, and I don't know why they decided to do it this day, guys, but it just is what it is, man. A lot of Indiana Fever fans is definitely speaking out about this. Let's check out some of the comments. Somebody said, man, hopefully Atkins back, or y'all need to sign someone, which the Chicago Sky did sign a player today. Somebody said, please don't forget to put out plenty of towels for the fans to get signed by the Fever players. Somebody else said, of course, at a Fever game, because Angel needs to use Caitlin Clark for literally everything. Another fan stated, I'm getting deja vu to Caitlin on Barbie night. Let's go. Now, I'll be one of the people to tell you guys, I don't believe Caitlin Clark will play this game. I just don't see her being available for this. We know she's dealing with a right groin injury, but it is not stopping the Chicago Sky from cashing in on the moment, man. And the moment is Caitlin Clark coming to town. It doesn't matter any shape, form she get here, she's coming, dog. So as you guys can see here, the game will be going down July the 27th in Chicago. This will be coming off the Aces game. So tonight they got the New York Liberty, the Aces, and then the Chicago Sky Sunday the 27th. So that's this upcoming Sunday in Chicago, Illinois. They will be playing Angel Reese and gang. Now, they have been looking better, the Chicago Sky. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they beat us none this whole year. I think we done put the beats on them every time we played them. And yeah, man, I don't see them beating us, but maybe. You just never know. They did get a new player. The Chicago Sky has signed guard Markeisha Davis to the 7-day hardship contract, so she's playing for a roster spot. But like I say, man, I ain't gonna bash them too hard. I've been telling y'all that. I've been kind of taking it easy on the Chicago Sky. I have not really been, giving them much focus, man, giving them a bunch of videos and stuff like that. But as you guys can see there, man, they are scheduled to play the game. Now, I do want to move on to another story, and that is this Pat McAfee situation. So Pat McAfee made it his business to talk about the current situation dealing with none other than the WNBA, possibly the CBA agreement. So we know the CBA negotiations went down this weekend in Indianapolis to get these ladies more money, man. Now, I've been pretty vocal about this, them needing more money. Now, we all know that they need more money. And if you don't think these ladies need more money, use a hater, bro. I just got to be honest, dog. $70,000 a year for a professional athlete is rhetorical at this point. There's no way Caitlin should be making that type of money being a professional athlete. But let's check out what Pat McAfee had to say.
The WNBA All-Star Weekend happened here in Indianapolis. They're calling it in Miami. Ooh,
They're saying it was Miami in Indianapolis. I'll tell you what, I saw a lot of videos. Looked like everybody was having a great time. Looks like everybody was having a blast. Now, there's a big statement coming out of the WNBA, obviously, with them saying, pay us what you owe us shirts. There's different takes on all different sides. We sent an invite to Kathy Engelbert, the commissioner of the WNBA, to come on this particular day. Obviously, schedule is crazy. Look for us to chit-chat with her here in a while.
Hell yeah.
Because I am trying to figure it all out. Because whenever we found out what the WNBA pays their players through Caitlin Clark.
Now, real quick, I just want to stop it right here. So Pat McAfee stated that he reached out to Kathy. Now, Pat McAfee's show is filmed in Indianapolis, right? So granted, it was the All-Star game. I'm pretty sure she was busy, but Pat McAfee seemed like he want to get her in that hot seat. And I know damn well if Pat McAfee get Kathy on that show, he's going to ask you questions, man. Pat McAfee is one of the few analysts that ask the tough questions, man. Hence why a lot of people really don't like Pat McAfee in the media space. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I tell y'all, man, a lot of these reporters get them down passes and they kiss a lot of butt. They scared to ask the tough questions. They're not going to ask the tough questions. But people like Pat McAfee, he's going to sit her ass down in that chair. He's going to ask Kathy about the referees. He's going to ask her about the money. This will be good. And me personally, I don't see Kathy going on that show because of that set reason. She's going to get on there, and Pat McAfee is going to BTA, belt to ass. She's going to get all of the answers out of her that we want to know. Shout out to Pat McAfee, bro. He one of them ones.
Clark, she's making like 70 grand or something. They're charging $70,000 for a suite at some of these games that Caitlin Clark is playing in. Now, I know that the league's been around for 20 years. I know that it's lost money for a very, very long time here. I know they're saying like $40 million in losses potential. Now, $200 million in revenue is the total. $40 million in losses. Just quick, business, everybody understands is P&L, profits and losses. $200 million in revenue, that's your gross. Then your net revenue is what you're making out of that, right? Every business has expenses. Every business has costs. For the WNBA, it's a lot. Obviously, you got like 140 players or something like that, depending upon at the time how many are hired, how many are employed, the buildings, everything else like that. They are then from that $200 million gross revenue, allegedly back here at $40 million in the red as a loss. Allegedly. We don't know what's real and what isn't real, but allegedly everybody has said they'd never turn a profit. So the immediate reaction is whenever you say pay us what you owe us, it's like you're not making any money, so what do we owe you? You owe us money. This is actually one of those things. But if we're already losing $40 million, could you not just bump them up to at least six figures? Like $70,000 as a paycheck is that's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially for like Caitlin Clark or all these people as a professional sports. Now, with that being said, my dad, his job, if he would have got paid $70,000 a year growing up, would have been incredibly pumped about that. But with how long the WNBA has been around, to say the $40 million loss is the reason why you can't give them money that should be pretty easy to make happen is just wild. Because if you just add 30 grand to each one of them, get that up over $100,000, it's another like 4.6 million. Say you're 44.6 million in this way. There has to be 4 million you can find somewhere in here that you can give up to give the players at least a little bit more money, because I don't think the $70,000 thing is right. But I think that negotiation is going to be tough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's going to be a very tough negotiation. Yeah. Now, it seems like the players, though, all in on their side of it. McAfee, and then if you listen to everybody else talk, it's like
definitely got a point here. He stated the ladies should make 100,000. I totally agree, but I feel like they should make a little more than that, bro. What is 30 racks? That really ain't that much, bro. I told y'all I believe they should make anywhere from $500,000 and up. You know what I'm saying? Probably cap it off around 3-4 million salary cap per contract. Like max contract should be like 3-4 million, bro. They got that. They can figure out a way to get that money. And whoever think that these ladies do not, so we all feel like Caitlin Clark shouldn't get paid $1 million for what she do on the basketball court. Let's just all like we all could agree with that. Sabrina shouldn't get paid $1 million. Kelsey shouldn't get paid $1 million. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 is just not enough. It's just my theory.
Like, hey, business, this is how business works. You make money, you get money. That's kind of how it goes. But it's like if you're operating at a $40 million loss off of 200, there's a lot of things going wrong. We could sneak in an extra 30 grand per player for it to get up to $100,000. Hopefully that'll be a conversation. Hopefully there'll be incentive base for it to go forward. But that was the big story out of the weekend. I don't love that that's a big story out of the weekend because I thought it was a great weekend here in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Every city, every place downtown was rented out. There was massive events everywhere. Nike took over an entire basic block
yeah.
of Indianapolis and built it up. It was awesome. And we had a great weekend here, even though, collective bargaining is going to be the conversation going forward. And there's no reason for anybody to hate.
But guys, shout out to Pat McAfee giving us an update. And your boy John Liquidator's definitely still on vacation, man. Like I stated, I'm gonna be out, out the studio for about a week, but I'm gonna continue to bring you guys videos. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this, man. Keep them bells on, because you know why? Because I'm gonna bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, baby. Peace out.